I stole one of their mushrooms. And they're like, "Oi! I'm turning you into a frog." And I was like, "Oh no, I don't want to be a frog. That's terrible. I don't want to be a frog." And they're like, "No, too bad. You're gonna be a frog." And you're like, "Oh no, can I make it up to you any other way? I don't want to be a frog." And they're like, "No, I've got to show you. I've got to turn you into a frog." And I said, "Oh no, that is so terrible. I absolutely do not want to be a frog and sit on this lily pad all day. That would be terrible. I would hate to sit on this lily pad all day." And they're like, "Oh, I'm gonna make you sit on that lily pad all day. You're gonna be a frog." And then you say to them, "Oh, that's so terrible. I do not want to be a frog. I hate to be a frog. I want to be a man. I want to go to work at 9 a.m. in the morning, and I want to work in the office sitting down for them and make money for them so I cannot sit on the floor. And I want to come home and have my wife berate me because I'm late for work and cook man dinner. And then I want to sit on the computer and watch the news. I want to do that. I don't want to sit on the lily pad all day and eat flies with my long tongue. I would hate to do that. So bad. I would hate to be a frog." And they say, "Well, guess what? You're never going back to work again. I tell you what, you're never going to type into that fucking computer and fill out those spreadsheets ever again. I'm never going to let you get paraded by your wife, mate. Tell you what, you're going to have to sit on that lily pad all day in the sun and eat flies with your long tongue, and every now and then you're going to have to ribbit and go ribbit, ribbit." And you say, "Oh no, that sounds terrible. I would hate to become a frog. That sounds terrible. Can I just give you your mushroom back? I'll give you 2. I'll find you another mushroom." And they say, "No, it's too late. You didn't have stolen my special mushroom. I was going to make a soup out of that mushroom, I was. But you come walking in here, dumb boy, and take my mushroom. And for that, I'll turn you into a frog." And you say, "Oh no, that sounds terrible. I would hate to be a frog. I do not want to be a frog. I would like to go to work on the bus for 1.5 hours there. I will sit on the bus, looking out the window, bobbing backwards and forwards next to businessmen. And then I will walk into work, and I will say hello to my co-workers. I will walk to the kitchen. I will make 1 coffee. I will walk to my desk. I will sit in and log into Teams. And I will check my emails and watch the news a little bit, and I will fill out spreadsheets for a day and answer emails. I would like to do that. I do not want to be a frog." And they say, "Well, too bad. I'm putting you in that lovely pond I put out the back with those lily pads, and you're going to sit in there and you're going to eat flies with your tongue. You're going to like it." And you say, "Oh no, that sounds terrible. I would hate to eat frogs with my long tongue. I would be so cute with my big black eyes and my pink colored skin. That would be so terrible. How will I have to check my SMSs? I could not check my SMSs if I'm a frog. My Facebook invitations, how am I supposed to check that? Or Instagram? How? I would be uncontactable. Oh, that would be so terrible. I would have to sit there as a frog and flies with my tongue. That would be so terrible." And they say, "That's what you get for stealing my mushroom. My big, beautiful mushroom that I was going to make a soup out of. An onion soup with a mushroom in it. Cream of mushroom, they call it. I was going to eat that for dinner, but now you've taken my mushroom." And then you say, "I could give you it back, I promise. I'll go into the forest and I will find you another mushroom. Please,
I have no idea why you work in a creative industry.
let me find you another mushroom. I'll go into the forest, sir. Tell me where you found the mushroom, sir. I'll find you another. I promise. You can have 2 soups instead of 1 soup." And then he says to you, "It's not about the soup anymore. I was disrespected, and a price must be paid for the disrespect that you've given me. And I'm gonna use that disrespect for my fanciest curse I've got. I learnt it from my grandmother. You see, us witches and wizards, we've been turning people to frogs for generations, and this isn't our favourite little spell, and it needs a secret ingredient, disrespect, and I'm gonna turn you into a frog. You're not gonna be a boy anymore, you're gonna be a frog. And you say, oh, that is so terrible. And I need you, mate, you need to understand, you gotta keep the grift going. You can't let her know that you actually want to be a man.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
You gotta make them think you desperately want to be a man, alright? They can't know you want to be a frog, alright? If they know you want to be a frog, the curse won't work. They won't do it. They'll turn you into something dumb, like a dog. You don't want to be a dog. You want to be a frog. You want to sit on that lily pad. You don't want Facebook. You don't want Instagram. You don't want Teams. You don't want Google Drive. You don't want Google Gmail. You don't want Sheets. You don't want Excel. You don't want AutoCAD. You don't want Unity. You don't want Visual Studio. You don't want 3ds Max.
Wouldn't a dog have the same thing?
No. Listen to me. Dogs don't sit on lily pads all day, mate. You want to sit on a lily pad in the pond, listening to the waterfall, and you close your little frog eyes and you wander off. You open them again. Oh shit! It's midday. I might have a bit of lunch. And you go, stick out your long tongue, get a fly. Yum in my tum. But the important thing is, mate, hear me go. The important thing to remember is that they can't know you want to be a frog. They'll try to threaten you and scare you, but you gotta double down on it, alright? They'll say, hey, you! I caught you stealing my mushroom. I was gonna make soup out of that mushroom. Cream of mushroom soup I was. And you say, no, I'm so sorry, sir. I didn't mean to steal your mushroom. I was just hungry. I was going to give it to orphans. I'm just a small boy businessman who wants to go to the office to check his email. And they say, you will never check your email again. I'm going to turn you into a frog. And you're going to sit on the lily pad next to the waterfall in the pond in my backyard. You're going to eat flies with your little tongue every now and then, alright? And you say, oh, that sounds so terrible. I would hate to do that, sir. Please don't turn me into a frog. I hope that answers your question.
Wow.